Let's learn a short trick of division of polynomials. But remember, this rule is used only when the divisor is a linear factor. This should be a linear factor. How to start? आप पहले coefficients लिख दो of the polynomial. X cube का coefficient, x square coefficient, x coefficient and the constant term. So what are the values? X cube का coefficient है 1, x square का coefficient is 1 and coefficient of x is 2 and constant term is 3. Now x plus 2, put it equal to 0, x is minus 2. Put minus 2 here. First coefficient, bring it as it is. Now take product. Minus 2 and 1 product is minus 2. Put it here. अब इनका sum कर दो. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Now product of minus 2 and minus 1 is 2. Sum of 2 and 2 is 4. Product of minus 2 and 4 minus 8 and sum of 3 and minus 8 is minus 5. Now this is your remainder. और यहाँ से आए आपके coefficients of the quotient polynomial. You are dividing a cubic polynomial by a linear polynomial. Therefore, quotient polynomial should be quadratic. Cubic को अगर आप divide करते हो एक linear से तो आपका quotient quadratic polynomial आना चाहिए. So these are coefficients of the quadratic polynomial. This is coefficient of x square, this is coefficient of x, and this is the constant term. So your quotient polynomial is x square minus x plus 4 and remainder is minus 5. Next example is you have to divide this polynomial by x minus 1. Write down the coefficients. X4 coefficient, x cube coefficient, x square, x and the constant term. Coefficient of x4 is 1, coefficient of x cube is 0, x square minus 3, coefficient of x is 2 and constant term is 5. Put a sign like this. X minus 1 is 0, x is 1. Put 1 here. Now first coefficient, bring it as it is. 1 into 1 is 1. Take sum of 0 and 1. 1. Now 1 into 1 is 1. Sum of minus 3 and 1 minus 2. Now product of 1 and minus 2 minus 2. Sum of 2 and minus 2 is 0. Product of 1 and 0 is 0. Sum of 5 and 0 is 5. Now this is your remainder and these are the coefficients of a cubic polynomial. Why? x minus 1 से डिवाइड करो आप एक पॉलिनोमियल को जिसका डिग्री 4 है तो आपका क्वोशिएंट पॉलिनोमियल शुड बी क्यूबिक. तो दिस इज कोफिशिएंट ऑफ x क्यूब, दिस इज कोफिशिएंट ऑफ x स्क्वायर, दिस इज कोफिशिएंट ऑफ x एंड दिस इज द कांस्टेंट टर्म. तो आपका आंसर है क्वोशिएंट पॉलिनोमियल इज x क्यूब प्लस x स्क्वायर माइनस 2x प्लस 0. दिस इज योर क्वोशिएंट पॉलिनोमियल एंड रिमाइंडर इज 5. Next example, you have to divide by 2x plus 6. How is this question little different from the previous two questions? उसमें आप देखो हमने x minus 1 या x plus 2 लिया था. अभी यहाँ पे हमारा फॉर्म चेंज हो गया ax plus b. Now you are dividing by ax plus b. तो इसमें आपको क्या करना है? First step is same, x का वैल्यू फाइंड कर लो minus 6 by 2 which is minus 3. Write down the coefficients here, x square coefficient, x and the constant term which is 6, 10 minus 24. Put minus 3 here. First coefficient as it is. Minus 3 multiplied by 6 gives me 18. Sum of 10 and minus 18 gives me minus 8. Minus 3 and minus 8 मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो मिलेगा 24 और सम इन दोनों करेंगे तो मिलेगा 0. दिस इज रिमाइंडर. अब हमें थोड़ा चेंज उसमें क्या करना है? इफ the divisor is of this form ax plus b, तो जो x का कोफिशिएंट है a यानी कि 2, आपको इसको 2 से डिवाइड करना है. ये आया 3, ये आया minus 4. This is coefficient of x and this is the constant term. So your quotient polynomial is 3x minus 4 and remainder is 0. Next example, you have to divide this cubic polynomial by this linear polynomial. So write down the coefficients here, x cube coefficient, x square, x and constant term. Coefficient is 2, 7, minus 13 and minus 3. Put a sign like this, equate this to 0, x is 3 by 2. Put 3 by 2 here. First coefficient as it is. Multiply 3 by 2 and 2, you get 3. Put 3 here. Add 7 and 3, 10. multiply 3 by 2 and 10, you will get 15. Put 15 here. Sum of 15 and minus 13 is 2. Multiply 3 by 2 and 2, you get 3. Remainder is 0. This is the remainder. Now how to find the quotient polynomial? A here is 2. Divide these coefficients by 2. So 1, 5, 1. This is coefficient of x cube, so x square, sorry, because ये हमारा cubic polynomial था, तो quotient will be quadratic polynomial. This is x square, 1x square plus 5x plus 1. This is quotient polynomial and remainder is 0.